Your comment goes against our community standards on spam. No one else can see your comment. We have these standards to prevent things like false advertising, fraud and security breaches. Steve Whetstone, I upvote your post. Are these the orbs you are talking about in this YouTube playlist? https://www.youtube.com/playlist. PS. Your video is shared in a Facebook group I mod at https://www.facebook.com/groups/solutions4 catastrophe cycle 2048/permalink/8331.
This one is Inner Earth, okay? This is the portal that goes to Inner Earth.
Steve Whetstone, founder of the HOEP project. Very smart, no money, lots of solutions for solving world problems.
You're going to find out why. Okay, to figure out a great secret, again, like I said before, you have to find what event happened that caused another group of people to react to it. I did that with December of '57 when the sun went crazy, and then 7 months later they created NASA to go to the moon to get the evidence. Okay. These are the laws and stuff like that I've read, plus others, plenty others. This law here is called the War and Natural Defense Act of 1950. Actually, that law goes back to 1916 and amended over the years, once 1933, I think 1940, etc. Defense Production Act 1950, again, amended quite a few times over history. A lot of the executive orders that have to do with this stuff were then folded into these two laws, or this law here, or this law here. Well, this one actually changed some of the things in this one. But I'm going to try to show you. This is the legal, physical evidence of what they're doing. Apollo 11 lands on the moon, July 20th. They come back on the 24th, 4 days later. Thomas Gold, PhD in physics, writes a journal article. That's like a month and a half later. He was able to get into the comment area in Science magazine. And I'll give you the source of it in a second. And he's saying that a nova could have caused the glazing on the rock. By the way, I have the article. If you send me an email, by the way, leaving comments I don't generally answer. I can't answer all the comments that people leave. If you send an email to info@dieholefoundation.com, I try to answer as many or as all the emails I get. This is his article. This is where it is. Thomas Gold, Science, Volume 168, September 26, 69. That's the page number. You can go to your library and read the whole thing. Apollo 11, observations of a remarkable glazing phenomena on the lunar surface. Abstract. Some glazing is apparently due to radiation heating. It suggests a giant solar outburst in geologically recent times. The phenomenon may not be in the nature of a flare, but in the nature of a very minor nova-like outburst of the sun. The nova phenomena among the stars is not understood. That's true to this day. Hell, we don't know what the hell is inside the center of the sun. It's not an iron core either. One can therefore not completely rule out the possibility that stars that are like the sun do have occasional instabilities of internal origin, but very much weaker than we know. Why should it be? You and I should parent their insanity. Those are probably heating. It's just a giant
so with sinister motives and with dubious deeds, trying to control us with the...
Okay, to figure out a great secret, again, like I said before, you have to find December of '57, when it ended over the years, once 1933, I think Apollo 11 lands on the moon. To info@dieholefoundation.com, I try to answer as many or as all the emails I get. This is his article. This is where it is. Thomas Gold, Science, Volume 168, September 26, 69. That's the page number. You can go to your library and read the whole thing. Apollo 11, observations of a remarkable glazing phenomena on the lunar surface. Abstract. Some glazing is apparently due to radiation heating. It suggests a giant solar outburst in geologically recent times. The phenomenon may not be in the nature of a flare, but in the nature of a very minor nova-like outburst of the sun. The nova phenomena among the stars is not understood. That's true to this day. Hell, they don't know what the hell's inside the center of the sun. It's not an iron core either. One can therefore not completely rule out the possibility that stars that are like the sun do have occasional instabilities of internal origin, but very much weaker than a nova. Well, he's wrong about that. The reason there is no mini novas, there is no micronovas. Those are probably just solar cycles that we don't understand, or in time. We know of the sunspot cycle, where the sun's output increases. The Gleisberg cycle certainly does. There's others that are about 500 years, there's 3,000 years, the 1,508 year, 6,000 year maybe. So there's a lot of cycles upon cycles, and we don't know what happens in some of these. They may be really pretty violent, but it's not a nova. The reason I figured it out is I covered it earlier in video series 4, but it's like this. If you have, I calculated for if 350 feet of ocean water was evaporated, and I took that number because they found mastodon teeth as well as tree trunks and stumps and stuff like that in the continental shelf, and it was that deep down. But it really went down to about 400, 450 feet. So I figured out how many calories of heat it takes to evaporate 350 feet of ocean water. And it turned out well over 6 billion calories applied to every square foot of ocean water worldwide. Now, remember, the sun is only doing it on one side. So probably on that side that sees the sun when it novas, probably over 1,000 feet is evaporated, and then it gradually goes up. And I created a graph, and you could see it in one of those earlier videos. So that's not a solar outburst. That's not a mini nova. That's called a nova when you have that much heat applied and evaporating that much ocean water. Okay. I'm going to go back to here. After this report, 1 month later, Nixon created this executive order assigning emergency preparedness functions to federal departments and agencies. 339 words. It's a big executive order, one of the biggest ones. It's the number 11490. Created also 10 days, about 18, 19 days later, providing for the Administration of Disaster Relief Act of 1969. I'll be revisiting this list. Okay, in his executive order, he literally lists all the agencies that are responsible or covered in his executive order. This is important because this same list you're going to see a little later. And then you'll understand what this is all about. In Nixon's executive order, section
Video Series 4, Part 5H covers what the DARPA Cave Challenge was really telling us. I cover the first executive order by Nixon that started it all. Steve Whetstone, founder of the HOEP project. Very smart, no money, lots of solutions for solving world problems.